Right, there's no time for a hot kyok. Sick bowl. This is my dinner.
100 zloty. Can you afford that?
There's vegan salmon water. If you want to touch someone, ask them first.
Morning. It's incredibly dry. I drunk at least, what's that, a litre of water? I don't know. Morning, Warsaw.
Morning! We're heading towards the Old Town again to St Florian's Cathedral for the meeting point of another Yellow Umbrellas tour.
Yeah. That's going to be Dublin all over again. We'll actually film it this time though, so you can see what it is.
It's called the Alternative Walking Tour, so it's going to be Alternative Warsaw.
The weather is chilly. Our flat is absolutely roasting though, so it's kind of trying to get a balance. But it's nice weather. It's very quiet around here. I'm going to grab a tram. Number 3 or number 6 into the city centre.
There's the Yellow Umbrella.
Here we are again. It's like history repeating itself.
Yeah. I'm really excited to find out more about Poland and Warsaw, alternatively.
That monument here, it refers somehow to the specific local folklore of Praga district. The other one is that people really know their neighbors. So, for example, imagine you run out of flour or sugar and you're cooking something, you just knock at your neighbor's door and they will definitely help you.
We've already learned a lot about the Praga district. It used to be quite rough in the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s. There used to be some people that takes vodka, and the people on the left side of the city would say, don't go over to that side of the city because it's rough and you get robbed or raped or attacked. But actually now it's where all the artists live, and it's quite bohemian. It's quite nice. It's our tour guide's favourite part of the city as well, so she's very passionate about it. We're just looking at those musicians back there as well, and they used to sit in people's back gardens.
Not having any money, but having a vodka and a beautiful girl, and that's just fine.
Yeah.
So when you think of Poland, you obviously think of World War II. 85% of the buildings in Warsaw were destroyed. In terms of the community, we had about 30% Jewish people, but now it's down to 1% due to obviously what happened during World War II.
And those Jews that did survive World War II, most of them didn't want to come back to Poland to live, which is a bit sad, but that's history.
So if you go for a wee in here, you get your testes cut off.
Big tenement houses of 19th century and the beginning of 20th century. First of all, we have the front part of the building. Yeah, so this front part is the most representative one.
So this is a backyard in Warsaw. These were actually a place of coming together, and in the summer you'd see people sitting outside having a smoke, having a drink, and then the shrine that you see in the middle, people would have prayed to that during war times to say thank you for surviving another day of war.
The next stop on our Warsaw street walk was the Bazar Rodzieckiego, the oldest marketplace in Warsaw, Poland, and like in many cheap European cities with communist histories, the local tell tales of illegal under-the-counter sales, such as Russian cigarettes and fake driver's licenses and passports.
The mural behind us was done by kids in the area of Praga. It's a non-government organisation that arranged it to be done, which is very nice. This is in fact the most dangerous street in Praga, apparently, so we're going to walk down it now and hope for the best.
Nice. This is the longest building in Warsaw. I love that it has a dashing sausage dog on it.
So in Poland, if you cross the road without it being on a green little man, you'll get €25 fine. 100 zloty. Can you afford that?
This place was actually, it's called Konesse, and it was actually built with money from Russian investors because the construction of the place was finished in 1998 when Poland was still non-independent and was under Tsar's Russia.
And we learnt about the discrepancy between Russia and Poland as to who actually invented vodka.
Still disputed.
Still disputed. But apparently the word vodka itself comes from the Polish word, which is basically, it means a little drink. It doesn't necessarily mean alcoholic, but the original word vodka comes from, I think, the words woda, which actually means water. So it means a little drink of water, a little drink of vodka. So that concludes our tour of the alternative parts of Warsaw. Yellow Umbrella pulled it out of the bag again.
Yeah, it was really good. We had a very passionate guide, her name was Anna. Well, that's meant to be the most common name in Poland for a girl. Every third girl is called Anna, she said at the beginning. So one of the Annas. It's very good.
See if we can find somewhere to warm up, because obviously it's freezing. She said it wasn't that cold, but it's freezing cold.
You wanted to go to her bar, didn't you? Like her favourite bar.
Yeah, apparently it's called something like the Bald Penguin. So we're going to head there. We didn't find the Bald Penguin in the end, so we stepped into this bar and asked ourselves, how much is beer in Warsaw? So I've brought you an apple pie, which is a mixture of vodka that's herbal, combined with apple. And we've got a cherry and ginger beer, which is something else.
To slow down.
Just come out of, I don't know what that was called, but
It's a great bar. We'll put it up in the link below because it's really worth going to.
it was amazing. Like the apple pie tastes so good. It's gone straight to my head as well.
And it's not even lunchtime.
Amazing. We are going for lunch now at a place called Roślina. Or Roslina, not quite sure how to pronounce it. But it's actually a Facebook event that we found online before we came out here. They're having a vegan lunch, which is interesting because half the supermarket that you visited last night was meat. But we have to travel, I think is it 37 minutes?
Yeah.
I've got a tram and a metro.
Sterbleni. We've just got the metro here in order to go to a vegan
Facebook event.
Of which apparently I'm the only person that's going.
According to Facebook.
According to Facebook.
Why so antisocial? Regardless of like big conversation. I have a feeling it's Roślina because there's an accent on the S. There are some big eats. For big hunger it says eat well. The first one is a Buddha bowl. It has vegan salmon. What is that? I think we're about to find out.
That was the healthiest meal I've had in months, I'd say. It's really delicious.
It turns out the vegan salmon was actually carrot, like shaved carrot with lemon juice, soy sauce and nori, I think he said. Yeah.
Nori gives it like the seafood taste. Yeah, that's really nice.
That's really nice. But battery's just about to run out, so we're going to see you back at the accommodation apartment. Welcome. Going to give you a quick apartment tour because didn't get to last night because I was ill. It's an apartment that goes around in a circle, so it's got like a the kind of middle bit, and then just all the rooms follow each other. Bedroom. And they have a TV here, a desk, which is pretty unexpected, and a sofa, and a table. So this is a living area. It's very nice. And then through here is a very messy kitchen. Got some like breakfast stalls, and we have a microwave, and we actually even have a dishwasher. Very unusual. The last thing we have is the bathroom. Toilet, shower. Although this fell down earlier, so I wouldn't trust that, but it all works. That's pretty much it. Now we're just gonna get ready to go out and eat some traditional Polish food, see if we can find something. We have something else that we're going to, which is a Facebook event that we found the other day.
So now we're going to go and get ready for our evening's event.
We're about to head out to dinner and then our event afterwards. I'm going to explain now what the event is because we're not allowed to take cameras in. Something that I found on Facebook, and it's called a Gothic fetish party. Now, it said it had 2 different stages and it had performers. I'm hoping it's going to be good and artistic rather than like a sex club, but we'll see. You notice that there are loads of people in Warsaw with the same shirt as you. And onto the fetish party. That was actually amazing.
Brilliant.
I didn't expect to say that.
I mean, eye-opening, obviously, but also incredibly entertaining. Really dark, so we're going to head back now. This is all we do.
Yeah, we'll tell you about it when we get back. That was insane. You were really nervous before we got there.
As soon as we got there, I was fine. Fine, this is what it is.
When I saw bouncers, I actually got more nervous. So they pointed to a list of rules, and then they said, well, these are the rules, and they're all written in Polish. And then they read out one that said, if you want to touch someone, ask them first. Is this just going to be a massive orgy? Luckily it wasn't. It was more of a club night themed as like a Gothic fetish theme. But then there were performances as well.
Which were very good. They were, I'd say, probably entertaining more than anything else. They weren't gratuitous or anything like that. It was really quite fun, it was quite serious, some of it was impressive.
We spent nearly 4 hours there, so it must have been good.
We're going to go to bed because we've got to get up at what, 7:30 in the morning? 7?
7 o'clock. We've got 4 hours to sleep before catching our flight.
Good night. And then we're just thinking about Warsaw. It was not what I expected at all. It was, it's very, very big, grand place. At the same time, very warm people, very, very friendly, and very cool.
I immediately liked it. It looked really different and felt really different, like half European, half kind of Soviet-y. There were so many places that we didn't visit, and I wish we did, but we just didn't have time to. And we decided to go for the more unusual side and do the alternative walking tour and all that kind of modern side of Warsaw.
And to kind of go to the up-and-coming kind of area of Praga was refreshing. For me, I think that was the highlight. It was seeing an area that's being developed, but at the same time has got a real sense of community about it.
Also, we got given this map for free at the end of our walking tour. It actually has a load of discount codes on it, which are really useful, and it's got loads of culture tips on the back as well. It's really nice free gift. I'd recommend trying to pick one of these up
if you're wondering what to do in Warsaw City in winter.
In a nutshell, we'd highly recommend a trip to Warsaw. Give it more than a weekend if you can. It was a very intense 2 days, wasn't it?
Very tired, gonna go to sleep now. Actually no, we're gonna edit this video first.
Thank you very much, Warsaw.
Go to Warsaw.